Welcome everybody to the Jim Hickey podcast, the A to Z of success in the ring. Jim, this week we're on the letter C of this season in 2026. So what we want to talk about is that feeling of being out of control or panicking or freezing or just not feeling calm, I suppose. So what's your advice around that, or what do you do with riders that kind of brings them into that place, you know?
Great question, and thank you everybody for tuning in. First of all, I want to say this is a part of being a human. We get parts of our day when we lose control, and losing control is just like our brain overthinking everything, overanalyzing, and it's normal. So first of all, don't feel that you're isolated. But to overcome it, and how to overcome it, you must control the controllables, and it doesn't happen instantly. It normally happens from a continuation of things that are building, and then our brain just starts getting galloping, circling around, and it just builds subtly till we feel we can't control it. As a rider, you know the term "take a breath." In Ireland we say breathe, take many breaths. So breathing breaks the pattern. So the question is to become aware of being out of control and catching it early, not letting it build and build and build, because people become overwhelmed. Some people have to go to bed, they don't know what's wrong with them. Some people get depressed because they can't control it. But it's being able to stop it and before it builds. And even when it builds, becoming, okay, my brain is going so fast. Some people take medication I would be a fan meditation over medication as much as possible, because when we can control our brain and control the controllables, and to ask ourselves, okay, what's the most important thing? I have a great technique of connecting your six senses to bring yourself back to the present. And that's a great technique, because our brain can only think one thing at a time. But if we don't control that thought and change that pattern, it will continue to spiral and get more and more, and we will just get faster and faster. So it's completely out of control. It's like, again, a runaway horse. There's nothing worse when it gets that bad. But the key is to rein it in early. And even if you don't rein it in early, there's still patterns, tools and techniques to bring it back to that calm, relaxed place. So to do that, we have to become aware of daily habits and routines and rituals, as we talked about. So if you can train yourself to take moments to center yourself. Again, we talked about quiet time in the last season, that when you take moments to breathe and repeat a mantra. A mantra that probably my favorite one is heart, brain, nothingness. So just train your heart and brain to go into nothingness. So that's just like allowing your horse to walk with a long rein, to be relaxed, and that's natural for the horse. But for us to get into that place of our heart and our brain, nothingness, that we just relax into nothingness. Now that takes practice. For somebody who's never heard that before, it's going to sound unusual, but it's just like a horse relaxing, stretching its neck. You give the reins and they just step out, and they're like just being natural in a field. But for us to be natural, we need our heart to be relaxed and our brain to be relaxed, and then nothingness to just be. Now, again, practice. So to roll it back a little bit, Connor, to do that more, the more you plan and the more you organise, that you control what you can control. Sometimes people are late, some people might have forgot their gloves. There could be small little things that have built, and by the time they get to ride, that it's just built and built and built. Techniques, massive fan of taking these deep breaths to connect with yourself first. Just taking 3 deep breaths into your heart. Even those 3 conscious breaths with your mouth closed, breathe into your heart, that's already controlling the brain from galloping into the future. So these techniques breath work again, as I continuously talk about and talk more about in the membership, the power of meditation, and just taking those moments to center yourself, to bring yourself back to neutral. Then I've spoken about the power of being organized and planning and controlling the controllable. And then it's okay to feel the adrenaline too. Sometimes, the excitement is good. I am getting excited, and that's okay too. And I'm going to use it in a positive way. I'm building up to this. I really care. This is good. So playing with the energy, that you're not out of control, you rein it in, but you feel the excitement too, that will drive you. Remember, you're doing what you love. You're loving what you do. So playing with that, and then making sure that you're as organized as you can, that everything is prepared and organized, and all the team has a plan and has a structure, so your brain doesn't get to unfold for the wrong reasons. So going back to controlling this brain of ours, it's being conscious, it's where it's going, taking moments to meditate, to breathe, to slow it down, taking moments to over prepare, and then to allow the excitement of it build you, drive you to play with that energy. Oh, I'm so excited, this is going to be so much fun. So playing with all three is very important. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I personally I've been a huge fan of TM meditation, and for years I struggled with stress and just so many different things going on personally and business wise and everything else. So I suppose a lot of people are kind of going, but I don't really understand what meditation is, and me personally, I didn't either. I was trying to listen to different guided meditations, and sometimes I found those to be good, but oftentimes it was a bit like the analogy of don't think of an elephant, and then all you can think about is an elephant. So what they kind of guided us through in this TM course was basically giving you a word or a mantra that doesn't really mean anything, so that your brain disengages, and when you focus on that word, so even if we took the word so, and you just keep saying so, it doesn't really mean anything, and your brain disengages and kind of goes down to a quieter vibration. And in that quieter place, then you can start to think more clearly, and sometimes you get inspiration, and sometimes you just come back out of it in a more refreshed state, I suppose. And that was all that was like 20 minutes in the morning and 20 minutes in the afternoon, if you have the time to do it. But just that quiet time where it was like a reset of the brain, and it was like literally turning on and off the computer. I just come back out of it like, oh no, again, I'm thinking a lot better from that point of view. So that has been my personal experience. It's one form of meditation. There's loads of different types. That's been really beneficial for me. So if anyone wants to look it up, it's TM meditation.
Yeah. I know that you use it a lot, Conor. I've seen the benefits, knowing you, how quickly you come out of it and you're just totally unplugged and just new energy completely. I think it's a lot of people have embraced that. The one I'm going to do in the meditation shortly is connecting with all your senses. It's a very quick, similar one, easy one to break people into that, because that's fairly deep for some people. I have my 3 words that I just keep repeating, and I set my phone just even for those 3 minutes. Now I do longer ones in the morning. I've listened to recorded ones. So all we're doing is, for each rider listening and watching, all we're doing is to come up with a way to get your mind to be present, to come back from it being out of control. And out of control is overthinking, overanalyzing, questioning everything. And when you rein it in and just be in this moment, this moment in time, and become aware of your breath, become aware of the nowness of the now, it just makes you peaceful and present. And it's a practice we have to practice. So whatever works, there's no, every rider rides differently, and so it's important that you adapt one that feels comfortable to you.
Like, from my point of view, I grew up, my degree was in science, so I was very analytical. So I was like, this meditation thing is a bit, what's this all about? Woo woo. It's a bit like, do you have to be a monk or what's this about? And the actual science when they do brain scans shows that when we're kind of feeling out of control and we're a bit stressed and we're in the fight or flight mode, that different parts of the brain work independently and it's like lighting up in different places. But once we can get ourselves into that calm, meditative place, that the whole brain starts to work as one. And they actually have proven this with brain scans and stuff. So it's not that we're just saying, oh yeah, you should meditate and it's a nice thing to do and everything. It actually works and people feel the benefit, and it's scientifically proven as well.
Yeah, look it up.
Yes,
Look it up.
that's what they say. Look it up.
Look it up. So when you look it up, the benefits. Yeah, it's lovely that you say that, Conor, because it's not a woo woo. People might say that, but it's everyone wants a horse to be calm and to be relaxed, and people say the horse is a great brain. You know, he's a great mind. He's a great character. She's just a lovely temperament. But we have to, and the horse is easier to train, and we're no different. When our brain is relaxed and calm, we can take in and we can learn and we can begin new skills and new techniques and new strategies. But if it's racing and it's 100 miles an hour galloping full tilt across a field, we can't train it, we can't improve it, we can't enjoy ourselves, we can't feel a sense of purpose, and we lose track of everything, and it becomes a panic and out of control. So it's controlling it and bringing it back in and using the tools and techniques. So the technique I'm going to talk about is our 6 senses through the meditation. I'm going to ask you all to become aware of your eyes and what you can see, your ears, what you can hear, and to be grateful for them, and then your sense of touch, where you're touching each part of your body on the ground, where you're sitting, where your arms are, what you can smell, what you can taste, and then what your heart is telling you. And as you connect to those 6 senses, you become so present. I think this is probably one of my favorite ones, to ground yourself and to bring yourself into this beautiful place. But you're also becoming aware of the senses and the gratitude, and you're bringing in your focus into yourself. And to me, that's just a really centered one, and it's one of my favorites. And I'm going to bring you through it now.
Okay, excellent, Jim.
So as you begin to get into this calm place where you're going to control the great mind, the great brain of yours, again, we're going to connect with breath work, become aware of your breathing, taking a breath, taking one calm, relaxed breath after the next, becoming aware of, as you breathe in this energy, let it bask and bathe out through your body, releasing it, breathing in calm, relaxation, releasing the crazy thoughts out through your feet, breathing in calm, centered energy, releasing all the uncontrolled, untamed energy, releasing it out through your feet, breathing into your shoulders, the joy, the gratitude of each breath you take, feeling your ears relax, your upper body, your shoulders, your neck, upper back, lower back, your seat, your right leg, your left leg, right foot, left foot, toes. Feel your fingers in your right hand, left hand, relax. Your elbows in your right arm, your elbow on your left arm, your upper body, lower body. Breathing in, and as you breathe in, just become conscious of what you see, what you saw. Your eyes are open and you're driving what you see, and with your eyes closed, what you saw last, or even if you want to open them and pick up 3 colors. Become aware, become thankful of your sight. Now the 3 thoughts of witnessing what you can hear. The sound of silence. The thoughts of your hearing with your great ears, air conditioning, the voice you hear, connecting your sense of touch where your feet, how grateful you are to have feet where your seat is, where your arms are resting, that sense of connection, and a sense of smell. What smell do you smell? And a sense of taste. What are you tasting? Great job, you're doing great. Now your heart. What's your heart telling you? Your heart is telling you to remember you're at peace. And by now you're relaxed. You're centered. You're calm. You're connected. Connected to the control of each breath. The control of your calm, relaxed brain. The control of the moment. The peace of the moment. The acceptance of the now. Feeling this energy. The relaxed energy, the ease, the flow. The joy in your heart. Your peaceful heart. Feeling the passion of this place where you're present, where you're in control again, where you feel strong again, where you feel the freedom, where you feel the happiness, where you feel your strength. From 1 to 2, feeling that sense of peace, the sense of calmness, the sense of relaxation, the sense of ease throughout your body, your full body, your mind, brain, head, neck, shoulders, upper body, lower body, feet, legs, toes, ankles, elbows, knees. So calm, so relaxed. Your heart is more relaxed, more at peace than it's ever been. Your commitment to stay in control the controllables, feeling that ease and that calmness and the excitement, and breathing into this beautiful place, the commitment to keep this as a consistent place of calm, relaxed energy, controlling it, reining it in, on that lovely feeling of like softness, of ease. This is the new you. This is the better you. From 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, stepping into this habit of being more in control. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. Well done. I'm proud of you.
Great meditation again, Jim. Thank you so much. Everybody, this has been the Jim Hickey Podcast, the A to Z of success in the ring. Next episode, we're going to focus on doubt, when we feel like we're drowning in doubt and how we overcome that.